Mishpashikwa Wuштешпа Omi Newan. Today we're going to talk about how to beat your felony case, how to beat your case, how to beat your criminal case. First off, before there's any restrictions on this video or whatnot, allow me to say that I do not encourage anyone ever to commit a crime. However, I do feel the need to speak up and use this video as educational, for educational purposes only. Not to encourage, not to promote, not to do anything negative or illegal. Therefore, let's kick it off like this. What's the first thing you should know about a criminal case? What's the first thing you should know? And this goes to civilians and gang members as a whole. This goes to the whole community. Because you could get arrested for anything, and go to jail for something petty and face a lengthy sentence. You could put yourself in a very, very bad situation, bad predicament within seconds. I'm not going to elaborate on exactly how, but the possibilities are endless and the sky's the limit on within the realm of possibilities. Anyways, the first thing you should know is not to do anything that will send you to jail, prison, whatnot. That's the first thing you should know. Don't do anything that will send you to prison. Okay, but now, for those of you that are gonna disregard my advice and you're gonna commit a crime regardless, okay, the best way to do anything is by yourself, alone. That's the best way to do anything. But if you are with someone else, you gotta show some type of trust. You gotta show some type of trust to go with someone else. You know what I mean? You gotta be a solid type of person, you know, like a solid friend, to take someone with you to do something premeditated, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna go like this. Who's the first one that's gonna tell on you? Whoever you took on a mission. If you're the shooter, whoever you took on a mission, that's the first person that is gonna tell on you. Second of all, okay, you're already in jail. What do you need to watch out for? Okay, a lot of people don't know this, and any lawyer, any decent lawyer will tell you, do not talk about your case with anyone, not your bunkie, not a family member, not on the phone, no one whatsoever. If it's not your lawyer or your private investigator hired by your lawyer, don't tell nobody anything if you want to beat your case. Okay. In my county of residence, the conviction rates are very, very, extremely astronomical high, to the roof, to the sky. Never mind the roof, to the sky. It's very rare when somebody beats a case in my county, you know, but there has been some cases where people beat hardcore criminal cases, you know what I mean? Charges and all that. So as soon as you enter to county jail, assume that everybody, including visitors, family, assume that everybody is now there to record you because they are. There's a book. And this is where I first, before I caught my case, I didn't listen, but there's a book called Dangerous Attraction. It's about this dude from Ventura. He killed some hyena, and he was fighting the case for a few years. And I learned through the book how the sheriff's deputies were operating back then. This was like '97, and they were already arranging visits for carpool and all that. Like, okay, your mom comes to visit you every week, so now they're gonna put your homegirl to come with your mom, and whoever your homegirl pulls out, whoever that fool is, he's gonna try to record you. So there was some dude, he had like a little recording device. I don't know how big, but it said in the book that it was on his shirt, and he tried to record that guy. They put neighbors trying to record him. They put people at court trying to record him. Just all kinds of people are trying to record him because this guy, the body was never found. And the only reason why they convicted him is because after 3 years of the deputy district attorney trying, that's a pretty famous case in my county, he finally said something out of frustration to the snitch, which was his co-defendant. He finally threatened him in a certain way, and he said something, and that's all the jury needed to hear, and they convicted him. So anyways, that's how crazy this county is. They didn't even have a body. They didn't even have a weapon. They had no evidence. But what came out of his mouth is what convicted him. Now he's in death row. So now what you gotta do when you're there, you gotta know this. You gotta know this information. So don't talk to no one. That's number one rule about your case. Talk about whatever you want, sports, the Bible. Talk about whatever you want. Just do not talk about your case. Another thing you should know is don't talk on the phone at all about anything incriminating because they're recording. It tells you they're recording. You might be frustrated. You might want to let it all out, but do not do it because that's how they catch a lot of people. That's how they convict a lot of people, and that's how they start investigations. For example, don't go on the phone and start doing drug deals because their job is to listen. Trust me, they know what you're talking about. And if you're talking about something that sounds criminal, they will get you for that too. It's called conspiracy. Look it up, Penal Code 182. Okay, so a lot of people, in county jail, they get frustrated. They wanna go talk to their hyenas or whatever, and that's how they start slipping. They say certain things or they're arguing with their hyenas. And there was this one dude, right? He was fighting with his wife, and he told her they were trying to get him for a gang murder. So they were trying to prove that he's active for the gang, So he, during a heated argument, he tells his hyena, "I don't give a fuck. I'm married to the game." So the district attorney put it into transcripts, and they played the recording, and the district attorney said that he was promoting his gang by saying he was married to the gang, not the game. And pretty much that right there is gonna hurt your case, But also there's a lot of people that call, and usually in booking, they go in booking and they don't know nothing yet. They call anybody, "Oh, go get rid of the gun," or "I did this, I did that." Once you do all that, your case is done. Okay, let me take it back a little bit. as soon as you get arrested, you got the right to a lawyer and to remain silent. So remain silent. Tell him to call a lawyer. Any lawyer that pulls up, if he's any good, he's gonna tell you not to say anything. So people always try to talk their way out of it. So the more you open your mouth, these are professionals. They've been doing it 20 years. They know how to trick you. Now you're gonna say something you're gonna regret later, because it takes a little slip to say something that you didn't really mean, and now you could be either a rat or giving them information to convict you. So there's this I'm gonna use these guys as an example, right? From my experience, the prosecution always uses snitches, rats, the cops. Everybody always uses rats to solve cases, to win cases, and to prosecute people. Okay? So without people ratting, it's very hard to convict them unless they have them on camera. If there's nobody ratting, there's no witness. Unless they got you on camera, you're the only one that could tell on yourself. So they'll get 3 people, right? And they'll try to break each and one of them. Hey, tell me who did it, and fucking we'll let you go in 10 years. And if you don't tell us who did it, we're just gonna give you life, and you're never gonna get out. So people get scared and people tell, So there's this one case in particular. 3 guys get arrested for a very serious crime. Very, very serious. They're in county jail for 5, 6 plus years fighting their case. But all of them kept their mouth shut. They didn't say nothing. They didn't give no statements. And the prosecution got tired. They tried everything, and these guys didn't say nothing. They did not turn on each other. One of them even PC'd up, and he still didn't turn on his co-defendants. So time goes on, and it's already been like 7, maybe 8 years. Correct me if I'm wrong about the years. But they're still in county jail, and they're ready to go to trial. The lawyers start filing motions. The only way they got them is one of them was younger. Well, I mean, they were all young, they were all youngsters when they got busted. So he goes to roof, and there's this big Rocha dude, I've been here, I've been there, I've been to the Bay. But he was a confidential informant. He was wired, and he was recording them, and he was pretty much pumping them for information, So he gave them some information, thinking it's a homie with a lot of influence. So anyways, the lawyers got it dismissed. They got him to throw that out. So now they don't have that evidence against them. Now they don't have no evidence whatsoever. So they offered him 10 years for a very, very serious crime. I got 11 years for some petty stuff. They gave him 10 years for some very serious crimes. Violent, serious crimes. And they offer him a deal 10, 11, and I think the other guy got like 14 or 15, That's beating a case. You take it to trial, the jury might send you home, or they might send you to prison, and you don't want to take that risk, So that's how you beat a case right there. I hope that this information was helpful, and I hope it's gonna one day help somebody out. I hope you take this into consideration, you really think about it. But once again, I recommend you do not do any crimes. Do not do any crimes. But if you do, remember everything I told you and fight for your rights within yourself. That's where the war is at. So stay quiet. Don't feed the prosecution, and you'll be good. Have a good one. Wally to Wally. Thank you for watching. Everybody subscribe, like, and Let me know what's going on in the comment section.